Here we go with these flies again. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How you all doing? This is your boy Rob Thomas Jr. and this is the real news behind the news. Yeah. Today is Sunday. What's the day is? 12, 13, 14, 15. The 16th, August 16th, 2020. It took me too long to come up with the date. So right now we don't have anybody um, watching us. Well, we got one person. We welcome you. And it's going to be a brief video. And I have to do it today because I'll let y'all know shortly why I'm doing these videos yesterday and today. Even though yesterday was just an impromptu video. I'm doing these videos because it might be a problem coming up over the next day or two for me being able to do these videos. But we want to ask the question. First of all, let's just go off into this, what we're going to do. We got two people. Please, y'all hit the like button. Also share this video because this video is going to be a little bit deep in subject matter. But just when you thought America couldn't get no more depraved, here comes Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Now, I always say this. And they're saying this to women and men in general. Parents, period. So-called parents. If your 8-year-old daughter can quote the lyrics to a Cardi B song and she barely can do her 5 or 9 timetables, most likely you're raising a future stripper. If your son can quote some of the Migos songs or some of these new songs, some of these cats coming out, and he can't say his alphabets coherently, you are probably raising a future criminal. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the depravity of America. Y'all excuse me, man. I don't know how these flies keep coming in here, man, but I've been trying to kill flies for the last 2 days. But anyway, what we want to talk about is the degradation of America. Now, this chick Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion got this song called WAP. Y'all know what it stands for, wet ass coochie, but not the word coochie. And I tried to go out my way to avoid listening to this song, but after seeing so much back and forth from people on social media or just hearing so many things about it, I had to start. I started listening to it, and after halfway in the first verse, I had to turn that bullshit off, man. Now I cuss a lot, but I cuss in a context of explaining myself and my views. These women are literally whores with a microphone. Literally, whores with a microphone. I mean, and this is the state that American women, especially black women, have lowered themselves to. And then you wonder why there's no respect. I mean, I'm not saying that this justifies, but it justifies. You wonder why women are being disrespected, why men approach you all in a certain way. And then a lot of you women have the audacity to look up to this woman. How could you tell your daughter anything when this is the kind of music that you glorify? See, what you're looking at is the furthering of the stripper culture. Believe it or not, Beyonce started the stripper culture with the way she dressed, her song. Think about it. When she was with Destiny Child, her music was wholesome, somewhat clean. The lyrics were pure. But as soon as she got with Jay-Z, Jay-Z started pimping her out. She started talking about her coochie and, niggas sucking on her coochie and she sucking on people, ding-a-lings and stuff like that. And women gravitated to it. They figure that it's empowering them. No, it's showing that you really are a whore. Literally. These women are literally glorifying two women talking about their vaginas and how they use their vaginas to get money from men. Ain't that a whore? Literally. And you got women glorifying it, talking about it liberates me. No, it doesn't. It shows that you are a whore, ma'am. How can you get somebody like me to want to take you on a date where we go to a planetarium and, watch the stars, and then we have an intellectual conversation about the universe, maybe even politics or just something intellectual when all I can think about is your wet ass pussy. I mean, come on. You're not going to get any respect from a man with this type of ideology, man. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen, man, where women will glorify in this bullshit. Now, when you look at the way women dress nowadays, I mean, they leave nothing to the imagination, walking all out in the public with their privates hanging out, privates all hanging out in the public. And then when somebody say, damn, you got a fat ass, don't be talking to me like that. You better respect me. How the fuck can I respect you when you the one walking around here with your ass cheeks hanging out? You might as well wear some dinner floss. In a lot of the cases, man, I've seen some girl come outside. I'm like, she ought to be ashamed of herself. Literally, man. And this is what we glorifying. Now you got a half. Well, she ain't even a half breed. This woman is nowhere near black, and this is a whole nother subject. What you're witnessing is the lightening of the media. They don't want any more black people spitting positive lyrics, kicking knowledge in their song. No, they want the Negro rapper. In order to be a successful rapper and to get these tens of millions upon millions of dollars in these big contracts, in your music, you got to been the shot 12 niggas, sold 8 ounces of dope, and had sex with 18 women all before 9 a.m. in the morning. That's what makes you a successful rapper. And then we wonder why there's so much violence, so much misogyny, women not womanizing, so much domestic violence, because you have a bunch of men who listen to this bullshit themselves, and they think it's okay for their sons to listen to this shit. And you're perpetuating a cycle where you're going further and further down the rabbit hole of depravity. To the point now, you have women with their ass hanging all out on the videos saying they're feeling liberated, talking about their coochie on this music. And you can't tell your daughters nothing, because how can you tell your daughter something when you listening to this bullshit? You know, I catch my son, I go out my way to monitor what my son listens to. And if I hear my son singing a rap song and he's singing it word for word, you know what I do? I tell him to cut the music off and I hand him a book. Now read this book. You see what I'm saying? If you can learn that bullshit, you better not make nothing less than a B on your report card, son. Since you got the mental capacity to remember all this bullshit ass music, and again, I try to monitor. I monitor and censor what it is he listens to. But when he's not around me, he's gonna listen to it with his little partners or whatever. But if I hear him, we happen to be riding or driving, and I hear him quote this song, I just sit back and see how much of that song he really knows. And if he knows the lyrics to that song, he's coming home and he's reading a book. And not only is he gonna read that book, once he finished reading it, he's got to analyze it, break it down, comprehend it, and then come back and tell me exactly what that book was. I mean, this is the only way you're going to counter the depravity that our kids are watching and listening to. But most important, the way you counter is not to let them listen to that bullshit at all. I mean, it's crazy how women, this shouldn't even be a debate. This song is so inappropriate on so many levels. And this song is the linchpin that's going to let you know which way our society going to go. Now, again, Cardi B, who's not a black person, she's a Hispanic. I don't know if she's Dominican or whatever. But this woman is allowed to say nigga more than I'm allowed to say nigga. I say nigga, people go off on me. Man, stop saying that word. It's a bad word. You know, or especially if I say bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if I say bitch is the new nigga. Because as a man, you're not allowed to call a woman a bitch. But you hear women calling each other bitches 8 times before breakfast. Man, this shit is crazy that this is what we have become or degraded ourselves to as a society. See, well, like I told you, black people in America are the only people on this planet that does not have a culture. Every other nationality of people or race of people that comes to America, they come with their culture intact. They come with their original language. They come with their original recipes, their religious ideology, their family traditions. They come with all this shit intact. But when we came here, culture vulture, exactly, Mr. Pimpson. when we came here, all that shit was taken from us. That means they took our original language. They took the knowledge of our heritage. They took our religion. They took our form of dance. They took all this from us. So now what has happened is they're reintroducing and giving us a culture. And the culture that they're giving us is one of death, violence, chaos, destruction, mayhem, and sexual depravity, to the point where you will have women sit up here glorifying their coochie. And I bet the walls in the coochie ain't no sheetrock on them. You know what I'm saying? I bet you trying to have sex with Cardi B, I mean, a donkey on Viagra probably couldn't touch the side of her vagina walls. Because she talking about how many men she done sucked and fucked over her lifetime to get where she's at. So you know her coochie broke. She probably need to put up coochie on disability right about now. You see what I'm saying? But she's glorifying this. And then how can you as a woman teach your daughters anything when you are glorifying this? You dressing like a whore and a stripper. What your daughter gonna do? As a man, you run around here throwing up gang sign, you know what I'm saying? And what you think your son gonna do? Because children imitate the adults. Man, we living in a crazy ass society, whereas a song like WAP could even cause this much controversy or cause this much drama and debate. And to you women who saying that you feel liberated and empowered, I got about $8 worth of aluminum cans back there. Will that get me in? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just being real. You should not get offended by me asking that question. Will this $40 I got get me some of that coochie when you bragging about how good your coochie is and how you selling your coochie? Because really all they're doing is glorifying prostitution, man. Now, we know that prostitution is the oldest profession on earth. But when now you are actually glamorizing it, teaching little girls that this is the way to empower yourself, as opposed to teaching little girls how to conduct themselves as a lady. Because see, think about it. All female that's born are females. Then you have some females who are women. Any female can be a woman. But it takes a certain kind of person to carry and conduct herself as a lady. And ain't nothing ladylike about these two whores, Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Ain't nothing ladylike about these. Meg Thee Stallion so involved in chaotic shit, she just got shot recently, didn't she? I mean, this is crazy. When you're glorifying this type of lifestyle, and guess what? It's marketed to your children, really. They know the adults are the one that's listening by, but this shit is marketed to little 13, 14, 15-year-old girls. I mean, really 8, 9-year-old girls. If you ask your daughter, who's your favorite entertainer, and she says Cardi B, you are raising a future stripper. Literally. Because this is all this woman talk about, selling ass. Selling ass. And you as a parent, if you're cool with that shit, you need to really just take some, as a female, you should just have your uterus torn out your body so that you cannot produce no more children. Literally. Because you are part of the problem. Most of your children who listen to this song, most of your little girls who listen to this song, now this is my statistic, my opinion, it's nothing factual, but you can see it happening. Most of these females that let their daughters listen to these songs, your daughter probably be pregnant by the time she's 16 or 15, literally. See, we're in that generation of 30-year-old grandmothers, meaning that this chick done had a baby at 13, and now she's 26, her 13-year-old baby is having a baby. So we in that generation of the 30-year-old grandmother. That shit is ridiculous, man. And for any parent to think this shit is cool, you got to ask yourself, am I part of the reason why our communities are so fucked up? Am I part of the reason why that 70% of our children are born out of wedlock or don't even know who the father is? Think about it. 7 out of 10 black babies are born, in a sense, illegitimately. Meaning that there's no mother and father. That's why you got baby mamas and baby daddies. This shit is crazy, man. Now, I did this video here today because, again, there's going to be some technical difficulties this week. We might not be able to bring you all the shows like we normally do every day because I'm going to just be real, we're having an issue trying to get the cell phone paid. We was able to get the Wi-Fi paid and take care of a couple other things. I'd like to thank Miss Holly yesterday for the donation you helped. Actually, that helped get some household things taken care of around here. But yeah, the cell phone, and I ain't trying to tell my business, but the truth is what it is. When y'all don't see me, you're going to be wondering why. The cell phones due yesterday. I'm surprised Metro ain't cut the motherfucker off today. But since they haven't, I'm going to do a video now. After I finish frying these turkey wings. Hey, y'all want to see what Cajun fried turkey wings look like? I'll show y'all. I'll post a picture. It's delicious. It's delicious, too. That's one of my specialties. I'm thinking about starting selling plates. Fried Cajun turkey wings. You'll see how delicious they look. So just imagine how it tastes. But again, back to the topic of the subject. Again, if your daughter can quote Cardi B's lyrics, you're raising a future stripper. You see what I'm saying? If your son can get out there and quote, just say, 21 Savage, you're probably raising a gangbanger or a drug dealer. You see what I'm saying? Again, when my son, like I said a moment ago, if I hear my son singing one of these rap songs and he can sing one verse, word for word, for every verse he sang, that's a book he has to read. Because I'm countering that bullshit knowledge. If you're smart enough to remember this shit here, you better be smart enough to read this book, comprehend it, understand it, and tell me what this book is saying. So again, I just did this video right now on the spur of the moment while it was in my head. I'm gonna try to do 2 or 3 more just in case we don't. I'm gonna just be real, just in case we don't come up with the finances to get the phone bill taken care of. We at least have a couple of shows in the book. Please, y'all, share these videos, man. Hit the likes up, the thumbs up button on these videos, man, to help us get our get out this algorithm that YouTube has us in, because YouTube right now is they suppressing my videos so hard, man, that we can't get our subscribers up. They bury our shit down so far that, you know, I gotta get creative when I start tagging these videos so that we can get some more subscribers. I really would like to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of September. Hopefully by the end of this year, I would like to be at 5,000 subscribers, maybe more, a whole lot more. But please, hit the thumbs up, man. Share the videos with your family and friends. If nothing else, use my video, whether you agree with me or not, use my video as the talking point to have these discussions with people, man, because this is a serious topic that's affecting our young girls. When you got 13-year-old girls thinking the only way that they really can to make it is get out and sell some wet-ass pussy. We fucked up, y'all. Again, they're giving you a culture, and this culture is death, destruction, chaos, violence, and mayhem. Now, as a matter of fact, next video I do, as soon as I finish cooking this little stuff, we're going to talk about thug. How you cats run around here claiming thug and don't realize that's an occultic religion, a spiritual religion. Literally, and how it influences the mind, and why you see mostly all your thugs are in prison or in a cemetery. So again, hit the like button, man. Please share, subscribe. If y'all can, the cash tag for our Cash App is always in the title of the video. Please make a little small donation. Help us get this cell phone taken care of so I can bring out the real news behind the news. Again, the only way we can get this channel, I'm just like a preacher on Sunday morning. I ain't no different than when your preacher come in and say the only way we can continue to do God's work in this church is you got to give God some money. And I'm like, God damn, we just gave God some money last week. What is he, a drug addict? He getting money from 1,000 churches just in Louisiana every Sunday, and then next Sunday he got to get some more money. But when I come and say, well, hey, look, people say, well, we love what you do, man. You bringing the real news. I say, well, can you make a small donation? Well, man, shoot, I just went to church and gave God my 10%. But yet and still on Monday, when somebody here in Freeport, this is how I go, they go to church on Sunday, give all their money to God, and then on Monday, their kids get arrested. Who the first person they call? Hey, Mr. Robert, do you know a good lawyer, or do you know about these type of charges here? And I'm like, ask Jesus. You just gave him all your money yesterday. My cell phone about to be cut off anyway, so we don't have to worry about this conversation. So, man, we really do depend on you all to help us just with day-to-day things around here that allow us to do the research, man. Um, to do these shows. So if y'all can, man, please hit that cash tag. I ain't gonna tell you, we need less than $100. Really, we need less. We need less than $100 to get this phone taken care of. But we got to get it taken care of, man, because I'm still trying to get my son back here. The plan changed. I was supposed to be going up there to get him, but the plan changed. Like, we got just enough to get him. I got enough to get him his ticket. I'm going to get his bus ticket. Soon as his mom come up with the other half for her round trip ticket. So I thank those who prayed for me on that situation working out. But please hit the cash app, and most importantly, hit the thumbs up, hit the share button, man. And most importantly, leave your comments, because those help us in the next video. Next video we're gonna talk about is the man side of this fucked up ass music that's corrupting our society. Hey, Miss Kimberly, how you doing? I'm about to end this video here. I'm doing a little cooking, but again, I'm gonna come back shortly. I'm trying to do as many videos as I can today so that we can be taken care of for the week as far as our videos. But y'all stay tuned. Give me about an hour. Give me about an hour and a half, because it takes a while to fry a turkey wing. But anyway, y'all stay tuned for the next video. Until y'all hear me on that next video, see me on that next video, please hit the like, subscribe, share, and maybe please hit that cash app, make a small donation so that we can get this phone taken care of. Y'all be blessed.